Chapter 11. Natalie, why you should watch your speed. I remind Mason as the car halts to an abrupt stop at a red light. We're riding in his Corvette on the way to the construction site. As the project manager, I need to visit the place 3 to 4 times a week for assessment to avoid any mistakes or setbacks. This morning, the man insisted on driving and my stupid self agreed, only to realize too late that it may be a shortcut to the afterlife. He chuckles. Oh, come on, Natalie, don't be such a killjoy. I clench my hand around the seatbelt, gritting my teeth, before tossing him a glare. I don't give a shit if you want to visit St. Peter as early as today, but unlike you, I am still young and have a lot to live for. Oh, really? Like what? He taunts. Hang on, I think I know a hot love life. I roll my eyes, knowing that he's just out to make fun of me. After 2 months of working with Mason, I've learned to shut my mouth to avoid being heckled. I still have no idea how he's able to make a joke out of every single thing I say. It's as if his reason for being is to annoy the hell out of me. If not for his knowledge and guidance, I would have already tossed him to the curb. Mason is the type who is outgoing and mischievous. Sometimes, I wonder if having a big brother would be as exasperating as this. Whatever, I just want peace and safety. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get home in one piece. Otherwise, your future boyfriend will kill me. He laughs heartily, making my blood boil. But before I can say another word, he steps on the accelerator, completely disregarding my word of caution. I feel like my soul has left my body, and is still 5 miles back on the highway when the vehicle pulls over into the parking area. We're here, he announces, to which I only reply with a frown. Without another word, Mason gets out of the car and sprints around to open the door for me. Cursing silently, I swear to myself never to hitch a ride with this man ever again. Goddamn it, what an immature pain in the ass. I hate you, I murmur grumpily. Clutching my bag, I unfasten my seatbelt with my quivering hands. I can still feel my frantic heartbeat, but I don't want to look like a sissy, so I ignore it. It's a mistake. The desert wind is blowing rather strong, in vigorous gusts as I step out of the vehicle. As I try to stand straight, I feel my knees buckle. My world spins a little as my stomach churns. Before I know it, I lose my balance. Helplessly, I reach out for something to grab onto and close my eyes in panic at the idea of collapsing onto the sharp gravel covering the parking area. With my bag in my right hand, I instinctively grasp onto the thing nearest to me with my left. My world does a 180-degree spin. The door of the car bangs loudly behind me. I become aware of my back resting against hot steel and crack. My eye to peak, I sigh heavily in relief. Easy. Mason's voice echoes in my ear, his warm breath brushing my cheek. My eyes widen in horror when I find him staring down at me, with our faces only a few inches apart. What the fuck just happened? What the hell are you doing? I spit, glaring back at him. I realize my hand is wrapped around his neck, and abruptly retract it. What do you mean? You're the one who pulled me in. He chuckles, his eyes softening. I didn't know you were such a weakling, he whispers as he pushes some stray hair to the back of my ear. Shut up, this is your fault. If you didn't drive so fast, I wouldn't have gotten dizzy. I snap, tilting my head to avoid his gaze, and pushing him away with both of my hands, deliberately putting distance between us. He snorts. Excuses. For all I know, you've been dying to be in my arms. In your dreams, only someone truly crazy would dream of being with you. I joke. Ouch, that hurt. Mason clutches his chest dramatically with his hand, his brows furrowed, feigning pain. I laugh while lightly slapping his face away before squirming my way out of the constricted space. It felt awkward and suffocating to be in such an intimate position with a man. With another man. Stop being such a clown. We have work to do. I'm still laughing, but I freeze the instant I catch sight of a tall figure staring back at me. He's standing right next to a black Maybach with both his hands in his pockets. The sunny, sweltering day is in complete contrast to the dark and grim expression on his face. I thought he was in Vegas. Derek stands a few yards away. He looks misplaced in his black custom suit, against the desert dust clouds and sweaty blue-collar workers at the construction site. I gulp, my heart beating wildly and my stomach twisting. It's been 3 days since the last time I saw him. No matter how busy I am, thoughts of him constantly linger in my mind. I've continued to wonder if that night he held me in his arms was imaginary or real. I blink hard to be sure I'm not hallucinating. I approach him, halting a few feet away. Get in, he orders. Tears well behind my eyes, realizing that he is indeed real. I want to run and jump into his arms, and hug and kiss him, but I refrain, knowing he's not one for public displays of affection and that he values composure, especially at work. Only God knows how I yearn to be in his arms again. What? I mumble, bewildered. I don't like repeating myself, Natalie, he warns, his jaw clenched. Wait, but I have work to do. Looking down, I focus my gaze on my sneakers like a bashful teenager. When he doesn't respond, I watch his leather shoes approach, and stop a foot away from mine. Now, he growls over me icily. I flinch in fright, feeling a tear escape the corner of my eye. Sheet, what a baby. Rooted to the ground, my hands grow sweaty, and my knees grow weak all over again. Tears begin to stream down my cheeks from the overwhelming mix of emotions. I open my mouth to speak but no words come out, so I bow my head, not moving an inch.